Imagine facing death not once, not twice, but over 60 times. Each time staring into the eyes of death and surviving by the narrowest of margins. This is the story of Yehuda Baranes, a young Israeli soldier whose life was defined by one miraculous escape after another. Yehuda was no ordinary soldier. He served in one of Israel's most elite and secretive military units, tasked with deep undercover operations during the turbulent 1980s in Lebanon. His mission to blend in, gather intelligence, and survive in the most dangerous environments imaginable. Even before his military service, Yehuda was different. Growing up in a home where Arabic was spoken, he developed a deep understanding of the language and culture. This knowledge made him a perfect candidate for one of the most advanced Arabic language courses in the Israeli military. Lebanon in the 1980s was a war zone, filled with violence and danger. For Yehuda, every day was a test of survival. He had to pose as a civilian moving through hostile territories, constantly at risk of being discovered by enemy forces. On one particularly dangerous mission in January 1985, Yehuda and his partner were driving through a perilous area in Lebanon. Out of nowhere, a Lebanese bus blocked their escape route. Before they could react, an explosion rocked their vehicle, and Yehuda's world went black. Yehuda awoke 8 days later in a hospital in Israel, critically injured and barely clinging to life. His ribs had collapsed into his lungs. His body shattered. The doctors gave him only minutes to live. But Yehuda wasn't ready to die just yet. Against all odds, Yehuda survived. His clean lungs, thanks to never having smoked, and his peak physical condition, played a crucial role in his recovery. But this was just one of many close encounters. Yehuda had faced death over 62 times during his service, including 15 times when Israeli soldiers mistakenly shot at him, thinking he was the enemy. After his recovery, Yehuda tried to return to a normal life, but the memories of his fallen comrades and the constant presence of danger haunted him. He knew he needed a break to clear his mind and to find peace. Yehuda left everything behind and flew to the United States, hoping to escape the memories of war. But even in a foreign land, far from the battlefields, fate had other plans for Yehuda. On a Friday evening, lost and alone, Yehuda saw a Jewish man wearing a small round cap known as a kippah. Desperate for a connection, he approached him, not knowing that this moment would change his life forever. The man invited Yehuda to join him for the Jewish Sabbath, a day of rest, which begins at sunset on Friday and ends at nightfall on Saturday. That Sabbath was a turning point for Yehuda. He had grown up without much connection to his Jewish roots, and now for the first time he experienced the warmth, peace, and sanctity of a traditional Jewish Sabbath meal. The experience was nothing like he had imagined. As the weeks went by, Yehuda found himself drawn deeper into this new way of life. He began to study Jewish teachings to understand his heritage and to reconnect with his faith. He realized that his survival was no accident. Each of those 62 close calls, each time he escaped death, was a sign, a reminder of a higher purpose. Today, Yehuda lives a life dedicated to his faith, always aware of the thin line between life and death. He understands that routine, the comfort of habit, can be the most dangerous enemy of all. Just as he had to constantly change his operations in the field, Yehuda now strives to keep his spiritual life vibrant, never allowing it to become mechanical or routine. Yehuda's story is a powerful reminder to all of us. Life is fragile, and every moment is a gift. The experiences that Yehuda went through taught him the importance of breaking free from routine, of living with purpose, and of always striving to connect with something greater than ourselves. Thank you, Yehuda, for sharing your story, for staying alive, and for reminding us all that even in the face of death, there is always hope, always a chance for redemption. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Share this video with someone who needs a reminder of the power of faith and resilience. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. And remember, every life has a purpose. What's yours? Please comment below.